All right, a little adventure recon today, and one of my favorite signs. I'm going to take off down this road. Well, today we are on an adventure recon, as aforementioned, and the reason for that is it's too stinking hot to go on a long adventure in the desert at 110 degrees, and my last few adventures up north have resulted in long waits in the few arteries that bring you up north to the cool weather. So I'm taking a short hop not too far from Mikasa, and I'm looking for anything and everything related to adventure motorcycles and camping. So I kind of call it adventure recon because I'm out looking for just about anything. I'm looking for campsites for my toy hauler, or even tent campsites to camp off the bike, and also looking for either trails for the big bike or the for a dirt bike for the WR. That wasn't a good idea. And gotta get my momentum back here. Hey there, Mama. Kid's down the way. He's down there, man. Yep, he's down the way. Anyway, so I'm looking for any of those types of things, and what I'll do, and what I'm doing today, is actually a ride that I ride around quite a bit. I'm very familiar, but I'm going to explore some roads and possibly some trails to a extent that I feel comfortable with, and I'll have either waypoints to look at or my GPS track from today. I can overlay onto Google Earth, take both of those things and overlay them onto Google Earth and trace out anything that looks interesting. If it just goes out to just a dead end to a spot in the desert, or if it dead ends at something cool like a mine, or if it's a good interconnecting trail that I can use. And like I said, for either bike, and along the way, if I can find a place to drop my toy hauler, that's a bonus too. Some of you guys will recognize, some of the more astute folks will recognize that parts of today will be right on my dual sport test loop, and that's kind of the general area that I'm in. There's a bunch of cheeseburgers over there. Yeah, I picked up some of these little roads on Google Earth, tracing out where I normally ride. See how these pan out. This is probably one of the most beautiful areas in Arizona. I know I say that a lot. It's not very telegenic. Taking video and pictures here is tough to even get 10% of what it's like if you're ever in Arizona and you're going from south to north, north to south. I highly recommend adding Peoples Valley, that's P-E-E-P-L-E-S, Peoples Valley, to your list, and take a nice, moderately slow ride through on 89 and enjoy the grandeur of this huge valley. It's just beautiful. Lots of pastoral ranch land. Sometimes when I'm out in these rural areas, it's a good idea to follow out some of these little residential roads, because in these places, these residential roads were built on top of existing dirt roads, and usually as you push out, the pavement disappears and the houses disappear and trails pop up. And sometimes you run into dead ends like this. Let's see if this one goes around. Wow, there's a view. Whew. Yeah, this is dead-ended too. Lots of this got built up and has been since gated off and posted. There's kind of a neat road that goes out that way. See if I can find that one. Lots of property for sale up here. I think they're busting up some of the old ranch land. It's a little bit, about 10-12 degrees cooler than it is down in the Valley of the Sun.
Can I help you?
Nope.
Are you lost?
Nope.
It's a private road.
Okay, doesn't say private road down there.
It does up there.
Yeah, they turned around. I'm not
Is this something you're looking for?
just riding around on dirt roads.
Yeah, we rarely have anybody come up here because
Okay.
this is...
Sure.
See, usually there's a gate.
Like I said, as soon as I saw the well, if there's no gate now, and as soon as I saw the private land sign, I turned right around and left.
Okay, so
You know, I'm not out here causing any
I
trouble.
can probably help you find it.
Don't need any help.
Well, you shouldn't come on private roads.
Well, if it was marked, I would have turned around, just like I said. As soon as I
I
saw,
argue with you, this is a private road. This is
Yeah,
my road.
I understand.
I paid for this road.
I know.
paid this road.
And as soon as I understood it was your road, I left, and I'm leaving right now. Sheesh. Apparently he needs to mark his road. There's no signs that this is a private road. I was being as nice as I could, and he was about to flip my, for a pleasant term, ticked off switch. Yep, there's nothing that says private road. Nothing at all. Oh, this is pretty. This seems like it heads off into the mountains. I don't know if you guys can see it, but some of these hills are stinking and steep. This one ends at a ranch also. So we'll spin around. And I'm going to go look for a different road that I actually had in mind. Private property access is granted, but can be revoked at any time. Please pick up all litter, use existing gravel roads only, reduce livestock disturbance, leave gates as they are found, camp at least 1/4 mile from waters, do not shoot within 1/4 mile of occupied structures, and obey all regulatory signs. We can do that. That is an awesome landowner. I know a few of the ranchers up here, or used to know a few of the ranchers up here. Some of them have sold out and moved on, but we used to come up here on ATVs and offer help for land access. Not that we had to do that, but we like to. Fixing fences, reporting broken fences, keeping an eye on the property, that kind of stuff. But we're going to swap batteries here. This was the actual target road, or one of two target roads. It's getting a little bit warm even up at this elevation. But this one had some nice promise to it. It's a nice old, well, not really old, it's still being used, well-maintained ranch road. It held a lot of interest for me because it seems to be a pass over to another paved road, but to pass through these mountains back here. Which that would be awesome. I like to have a little loop where you can run on dirt and then hit some pavement. I'm very happy that they have plowed, yes, plowed the sand. It's still kind of squishy, but most of the doughy soft sand's been pushed to the side of the road. Now, one of the things about looking at trails and roads on Google Earth is they look like dirt boulevards with no rocks or bumps or washouts. And once you get down to trail level, the story is much different. But this is almost as advertised on Google Earth. Penn County Road begin private road. Let's see what we got here. No trespassing. I guess the whole thing is no trespassing, or that's what he wants, but I shall go no further. Sure it. I got the ranch name, and I know how I got here. I will see if I can get permission. Starting to get some buildup of clouds. Looks like we're going to get another round of heavy-duty evening storms. We got sledgehammered a couple of nights ago, knocked the power out, picked up my brand new barbecue grill and slammed it on the ground. Luckily, that was about the extent of the damage. Some folks weren't as lucky. Some areas had some microbursts or downdrafts, whatever they call them. Wiped out their homes. There was some homes being built that were completely destroyed, and I keep those folks in my prayers. It's a shame. How pretty is that? Well, I like to do my own maintenance, and that has, because of time and responsibilities and things like that, has diminished quite considerably. I usually, after warranty period, take over the maintenance, but I just had the Tiger in for 12,000 mile surface, which wasn't quite as pricey as I thought it would be. But one of the things they tuned me into was my brakes were within 2 millimeters of needing to be replaced, and I ordered up a new set, but I can't bring myself to replace them yet because I still got that 2 millimeters. I am one cheap dude. Just can't bring myself to do it. Well, even though that didn't bear any low-hanging fruit, there is some prospect there. I'm gonna trundle on down the road a little ways and check out target number 2. Well, target number 2, and this one at some point turns into pavement, and it's a county road, so, or county maintained road. Yep, here's the pavement. Wow, this is pretty. Okay, here's an offshoot. Zonia Mine Road. The only other sign I see says Primitive Road. Now, mine sounds pretty cool. That's like right up my alley if there's a mine out here. And I believe there is. Some of my surfing Google Earth reminds me that there's at least an abandoned mine out here, if not a still working mine. Windmill, cattle, open range. Oh, this was a nice find. Absolutely. Until we hit the gate. Not bad though, a couple miles. You gotta like it, gotta like it. And yes, it's the Zonia Market. Well, I appreciate you watching. Please comment, subscribe, like, and share. This was a little adventure recon. Adios.